This Sunday afternoon, North Alabama rallies taking down Florida Gulf Coast for the first time in program history. It was a great way to spend our Sunday afternoon. Back for the post-game recap, Benjamin Ray, the Hall of Famer Andy Jones, celebrating with head coach Tristan Johnson. And coach, you see the celebration there. Your team walks out, a round of applause waiting on you guys here in the locker room. How sweet did this feel this afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you do it for, right? Is for moments like this where you can celebrate your hard work, and just really proud of the girls. I mean, this is about them, and you know, this group has put in more work outside of practice than any group we've had for the last 4 years, whether it's coming in and watching film, coming in and getting extra reps, and they're seeing that pay off. And, you know, the thing that I talk to them about in the locker room is, you know, these moments are going to fade, right? One win fades, moments fade, but the thing that I'm the most excited about is they've experienced what it takes to win at this level, right? And so now they can carry that confidence moving forward and understand not only can they do it, but how to do it. And that's the greatest lesson that we can learn from this situation is, hey, you know, it's great to get these wins, obviously, but the fact that we know we can do it now is what's really the most valuable to me.
Did you see that coming after they pretty much controlled the first set, and then the second set, y'all got back in it, and I think I saw a little bit of momentum shift toward the end of that second set. And did you feel like at that point, you know, you'd sort of seen where you were and what you needed to do at that point?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the timeout at the end of the second set, I think we were down 23-21. It was somewhere in that range, and I just told him, I said, look, guys, it's the same message I told him when we were playing Stetson. I said, just keep it tight to the end, keep it tight to the end, and regardless of what happens, we can carry that momentum forward and we can keep playing. And so the message going into the third set was, look, you just fought your butts off to get back into that set. You're the aggressor right now. You have the momentum. Now let's take it into the start of this set and punch him in the mouth, so to speak, and just take off and run with it. And so that's what we did, you know, and that was really kind of the message to your point was I kind of started to feel the tide turn a little bit. They let a few balls drop because of communication errors, and they were kind of giving us a couple points. And then in that third set, they gave us at least 4 or 5. And so I really felt like that was going to help us kind of propel forward, and it did. And then it's, I mean, you guys know how it is. It's a momentum game from there, right? And so then into the fourth set, the message was just get it to 5, just keep pushing, and you know, own this gym, and this is our house. And so yeah, that was that. I did, to your point, I did feel it kind of going out of the second, and that was the message, was carry the momentum of 2 into 3, and then moving forward.
Yeah, go ahead.
Superstar efforts, Kendall Barnes, 31 kills. That's the most of any ASUN player so far this season, throwing the 23 kills from Reese Ricketts, and the 1-2 punch was on today.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this to the group before, but you win championships with elite outside hitters. I mean, that's how you win at the highest level, is you got to have kids that can put the ball away. Whether your passing's great or it's breaking down, you got to have kids on the outside that can go get it done. And, you know, Kendall's done a tremendous job. You know, Reese gets a lot of praise, and deservingly so, because she plays all the way around and never comes off the court. But Kendall really has stepped up into that L1 position, and especially today. And the thing that we've talked a lot to her about is just go for it. Just go for it. Don't overthink it. Just go for it. And you can see from the swing she took today, she just went for it. She just got up and was physical and hit the ball hard, and didn't let that getting blocked or making an error slow her down any, to that video right there. But, yeah, I mean, just so proud of her. You know, I hugged her on the way in here, and I said, this is why you came here. You came here because this is who you're capable of being. And so I'm just really proud of her and, you know, the work that she's put in. And then also, to your point, Reese, you know, doing a tremendous job of just carrying more load again and again.
What was so impressive to me is they rarely got a block on Kendall at all. I mean, was there something that you saw in their defense or their blocking scheme or whatever that made you feel like, you know, she could pretty much score at will?
You know, not necessarily. I mean, they're a physical team. I mean, their middles are super long and athletic, and they're right side blockers. They run a 6'2", so there's always a big block in front of you. I think for her, she's just so dynamic that at certain points it doesn't matter who's in front of her. When she ramps up and goes and she hits, you know, we keep telling her, play high and hard. Keep hitting it high, keep hitting it hard, and even if you get blocked, it's just going to get slowed down or pop back high on our side. It's when we start to try to pull the ball down that it ends up getting roofed back on your side. And so we just keep preaching high and hard to her, and I think that's really what was so good for her. And then Reese found her rhythm doing the same thing toward the end. So I wouldn't really necessarily say it was a matchup, but when she got hot, we did swivel our rotation to start in row 5, where she started in left front. Yeah, and the big piece of that was just to get us going. And she was hot, and so we just wanted to ride that as best we could until Reese found some rhythm. So that was the game plan.
Yeah, I thought that was a great adjustment that you made there. And I think there's just such good volleyball sense about Kendall that, you know, she doesn't have to just power. She mixes it up, pushes it into the corner, rolls it over, tips it over. Just so smart using the block. Her and Reese both are just so impressive what they do on that left side.
Yeah, Kendall. I think if you fast forward to the end of the match, right, and it was tight at the end, and we set her the ball, and she had struggled a little bit scoring. She had hit hard. They had touched it, dug it, and she threw the ball down the line. If you remember that. And I told him in the locker room, I said, guys, that's being a mature attacker because she waited till she needed it to go get it, right? She didn't do that at 0-0. That was something that we had kind of watched, and they liked to throw the ball around. So I was like, hey, if they're going to do it, let's do it too.
Yeah.
And so kudos to her just in having that in the back of her mind for that moment. And again, it just shows her maturity. She came here from a great program in Ball State, and I think that level of competitiveness only has helped her be a better, well-rounded attacker, and same for Reese. So just really, obviously proud of both.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, you just can't say enough about Kinsley McGowan and her hustle, the way she delivers the ball, the way she moves, how smart she is about what she does, dumping the ball or dumping it over, and how she efficiently gets it to all positions. I mean, yeah, she knew she had two hot hitters out here, but boy, she would also use that back when she needed to, just to, mix it up and let them see from all positions.
100%. I mean, she's just grown so much this year, and almost every time that we talk about her, I'm remiss if I don't include Taylor, my assistant coach. She's done such a tremendous job of mentoring her and pushing her, and really watching film with her and getting her in for extra reps, and really putting in her ear, look, you have the capability to do this. And that's something that I had talked to Kinsley a lot about, was I brought you here and you came here to be special. And so kudos to Taylor. She really has done such a tremendous job of mentoring her and helping bring out a lot of that mentality and mindset. But again, the work goes in with Kinsley, and I'm just really proud of where she is. And as a recruit, I thought she was capable of doing these things, and so just really pleased with how far she's come, and hopefully we can continue moving this thing forward.
On the road at West Georgia, then to Queens after this, then 3 more at home. How do we bottle this up?
Well, like I said, I mean, I think this moment fades, right? These matches fade. You keep the memory and you keep the moment in your heart, but the experience and the confidence is what we want to bottle up moving forward, and that's something you can bottle up, because that you can't buy experience, and you won't forget experience, right? You may forget this feeling will fade over time, but going through this moment, going through this opportunity, that's a program impact, right? And so I'm hoping that for us, this can be something that as we continue to move forward, it's like I've told you after every game that we've talked in, we've been fortunate enough to win. The goal is for us to be better than we were yesterday, right? And that's just our day. That's what we've been talking about all season long. It's just be better than you were yesterday. Be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. And if we can continue to do that, then we're going to have a lot of success. And the scoreboard will speak for itself. I told him in there, I said, when you can combine talent with investment, special things happen. And this is a group that's highly invested and highly talented. So I think as long as we can continue to play with the confidence necessary to win at a high level, I think we could continue to do some cool stuff.
An historical win, a monumental win. Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thanks, Ben. Roar Lions.
Benjamin Ray and Andy Jones back with the Sunday Superstars. Kendall Barnes, an ASUN season best, a career-high 31 kills. Reese Ricketts had 23 kills, and then a career-high and a Division I school record, 61 assists in the double-double effort by Kinsley McGowan. And Kendall, 31 kills. That's the most by any ASUN players so far this season. How did it feel to get this come-from-behind win against FGCU?
I would just say that it felt really, really great to just be able to trust my teammates. I didn't have any lack of trust getting up there and swinging. We had a rough start on the cover, but as soon as we, fixed the problem, it was fixed for the rest of the game, and I think that's a big reason why we were so successful tonight offensively.
I just wondered if you saw something in the defense or something blocking-wise that made it where you could adjust and just dominate, basically.
I would say one of the biggest things I focus on is playing high. And I saw high hands, and I just ripped away at the fingertips the whole game. So I think that was the biggest piece from tonight.
Reese, you followed your career high with another spectacular effort. What did it take for this team to cap off this 5-set rally?
Just a lot of hustle plays, just and confidence throughout. There wasn't really – we had a rough start, but after that second set, we lost my 2-3 max. We came into that third set going, we're not losing this, and we just all flipped a switch, and that helped us all be confident.
I'm wondering, because you looked a little frustrated to
Yes.
begin with, and I'm wondering if what clicked for you that you just started, I mean, just taking charge, basically.
Yeah, I had a rough start, but I just kind of flipped the switch to like I can ease back into it, just do the little things like I need a faster, quicker approach, and then they were telling me what shots were open, like high hands and line. So, I mean, that just helped me. And once I got a couple kills back to back, that's when I knew I could be more confident.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, you just flipped like that. And, I mean, y'all just dominated.
Thank you.
It was great.
Kinsley, over to you. 60 assists, a Division I record here at North Alabama. What was it like figuring out who to work it to with these hot hands tonight?
I think it didn't matter, really. I think when you have hitters like this on your team and multiple other ones, it really doesn't matter where you go because the ball's going down regardless. So.
And Kinsley, I want to ask you, I mean, what can you say about your back row that they gave you the ball so efficiently that, I mean, it allowed you to go wherever you wanted to go?
Oh, my gosh, they were phenomenal tonight. I think it's hard to defend a team when you're basically constantly in system, and I think not only like were we in system and like servicing, but I think defensively, like transition, we were in system most of the time. I mean, they almost went right on my head every time. So
Absolutely.
I think they were a huge factor of tonight's win.
Well, and you did such a great job mixing it up. I mean, you used your right side very well. You used the middle, and then you had two hot hands right here that just dominated. So it was great.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up with this, friends. Our Sunday superstars. Whoever wants to take this. Big win. Big reception, great crowd. How do we build off this moving forward?
I think we just carry this momentum. We've done a good job of doing it between sets, carrying the momentum at the end of set. So I think, honestly, just getting back in the gym, using this as a confidence boost, but not letting it settle in, really. So using this as a confidence boost, knowing that we can do it, and then continuing to work hard at practice this week before we head on the road.
Our Sunday superstars, Kendall Barnes, Reese Ricketts, Kinsley McGowan, thank you all very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.